bro, everything you want is coming in trading. You just gotta slow down. You just gotta slow down. You gotta slow down and stop trying to rush the process, the skill acquisition process. Because trading is not something that you can just rush. It's delayed gratification over and over and over again. It's building up your account over and over and over again. It's waiting patiently for those setups to come over and over and over again. It's showing up over and over and over again, following your rules consistently without breaking them. That's what trading really is. And that's what you have to do to become a consistently profitable trader. You have to show up and follow your rules without fail every single day, no matter what you do. And that is the hardest thing about trading. It's not technical analysis. It's not your strategy. It's staying on course when you lose, staying on course when there's uncertainty. The brain doesn't do well in the uncertainty, so it's hard to, you say, oh, if I just make 10% a month, I'm making a living, right? But every single time you build yourself up 2%, 3%, or you take that one loss, you fucking blow your account because you don't have control, or rather, your emotions are the wrong emotions. Instead of faith and discipline, your fear and fear and worry and lack and scarcity are what's in control. To be a good trader, you have to have an abundance mindset. You have to be able to look at the markets, look what it's ready to give you and what it isn't ready to give you, and then you have to be able to accept the dollar amount risk that you have to take to make X amount every single day consistently, and be okay with that risk. It's not an easy path, and it takes time. You're gonna get there. Just stop trying to rush the process and trust the process. You have to trust the process throughout every single day, throughout every single time in the markets, when it's giving you opportunity, when it isn't, when you should risk more, when you should risk less. You know what I mean? And you can't rush this shit. You know what I mean? You can make 10% a month, bro. You can make 10% a month on these props, on these personal accounts, be a 6-figure, 7-figure trader. But you really have to take your time. You have to learn. This shit is not for the faint of heart. It's not for the weak. You have to show up every single day and be ready and willing to lose and ready and willing to win as well. And to follow your rules. And you can follow your rules 364 days in a row, and then on the 365th, they break your rules, and it was all for nothing. So it's about becoming the type of person who never breaks promises to himself. If you're going to be managing a big, large trading account, how are you ever on earth going to manage it if you break your rules? Imagine somebody gave you $1 million to manage on. All you would have to do is make 2% a month, 10% a month, 1% a month on that trading account to make 10,000 a month. You know what I mean? But you wouldn't be able to, because you wouldn't be able to follow your risk. You wouldn't be able to only take the right type of setups that work for you. You wouldn't be able to not break your rules. And that's what's so difficult about trading. It's about not breaking your rules when the clutch comes in. It's clutch, right? It's clutch time. You're one trade away from a payout. You're one trade away from a funded, from a big trade. And you come up short in the clutch every single time because you don't know how to work under pressure. You don't know how to not put yourself in those positions that don't allow you to be profitable. And you repeatedly put yourself in self-sabotaging positions, like breaking your rules, basically. You say you're going to take one trade, and then you only take 2 trades. And then only take one trade, but you take 2 trades. You say, I'm only going to risk 1% a day, but you risk 5%. You say, I'm going to let this trade run, but you take profits early. You know what I mean? I'm going to be trading at 9:30 a.m. and you take trades at fucking 8 p.m. What the hell is that?